G'day guys, I'm Storm. Welcome to episode 5. Today we'll be doing items, so breaching into inventory, which will be next episode, I think. Alright, so items. Let's just create a few basic items. We'll make items the 4th row down. Alright, so let's just start off with basic stick. Alright, so I'll just quickly draw myself a stick. And should be for now. In a episode coming up soon, I will work on some more tiles, and then in working on more tiles, I'll work on more items, and if needed, I'll release the sprite sheet if people need that. So, yep. Alright, so we have our stick. Let's go and let's go here. Let's create a new folder, call it inventories. Right. Create a player folder. So inventories will cover things like chests, whatever needs, like when you're buying things from a villager or something. So let's go to player, and we'll create a new C# script, and we'll call it item manager. So in item manager, we'll have a we'll create another class as well. We'll call it item player manager. So in item manager, just add system.serializable, and we'll do public class items, right? So in here we want a int ID, and then actually make that ID and a public transform. Actually, we'll just make this public transform, public int, sorry, and then public transform item t, item transform. Okay, so just make this I lowercase based on coding conventions. Alright, so up here we will do using system.collections.generic. We want to create a public list of items, and we'll call items equals new list items. Alright, so we have our I'll show it. So system.serializable means it can show up in the inspector. So if I get a game object, create empty, and I do item manager, we'll also do in start don't destroy on load. So basically that just means that we don't want to destroy it when we load another level. Game object. So give this the item manager, and you'll see it's a serializable attribute, so we can show it. Let's make one. We'll call it. Let's give it a string name just for niceness. Public string item name. So what we can do is, let's call this stick. We want ID to be 0, and if we create an empty game object, and we call this stick, and we go to our sprite sheet, put our sprite sheet here, and select your stick from here, which in my case is there, and we want these to, for now we want them to render above the player, so set them to 21, and put that into the prefabs. So we've got a prefab. Delete the stick and go to item manager and add the stick there. So yeah, so in player inventory, item player manager. Yep, so here we want a public item manager, iManager, and we'll set that later on. So here in update we want public transform we don't want that. Actually, yeah, we do. Public transform item transform. It's gonna get confusing. Spawn transform. There we go. So in update we want give stick. Actually, no, how do I want to do this? 2 seconds. Alright, I've come up with how I want to do it. So if we just get a using system.collections.generic. So we want a public, actually make it a private list of transforms. And we'll have, actually, can we do of items? No, we don't want that. Of transforms. Actually, we'll need an item class. Yeah. We need an item class. So just go to your code folder, new folder, items. Yeah, and we'll just do public create C# script item, and in item we'll just do have a public, actually public string item name and public int ID. So in actual fact, if we go to item manager, we don't need this, we just need an item transform, and we'll do a list of items. Yeah, list of items equals new list item. And yeah, because it's, yeah, alright, so we'll have a public void add to item inventory. And we'll have int item ID. Yeah, item ID. Yeah. So for actually no. Yeah. For int I equals 0, I is smaller than iManager.item. iManager manager dot items dot link dot dot hold up, sorry, phone's calling. Sorry about that, phone was ringing. So just do items dot count. Sorry. Then we want I plus plus. So we do if I manager dot items I dot item transform dot get component item dot ID is equal to item ID. Then we want to do items dot add I manager dot items I dot item transform dot you get component item. Yep, that should work. Oh, sorry, I'm used to writing in Java. I accidentally had a capital S there. 24. No, sorry. Alright, so basically on the player class, sorry, we need to add player item player manager, and I manager has to equal item manager, and we click apply. Yep. And so in our prefabs stick we want to add component and we want to give it item, and we can just call it stick. And I would like to player this is just for testing purposes, we'll probably remove this later. Actually no, we might not. So just do a public item player manager IP manager. Actually, yeah, IP manager. We want IP manager dot add to item inventory. We'll just add 0. Yep. So in player, just drag player onto itself there. Alright, apply and click play. Wait. Item player manager. Just made this public for a sec. Just want to see if this works. And we have a stick, as you can see. And yeah, and it would work like if we gave this an item, right, and we made it 1 and we made it stone bricks. This is just for testing purposes. I'll move this in a second so you don't need to do it. Item manager, we just make it 2, and we drag stone bricks here, and instead of making it 0 in the player, we can just make it 1, and it should put stone bricks into your player. So click player, and you click play, play, and you see add stone bricks. Okay. Now this is very basic. I'm going to change this after so you can see how many items you have of that one item. Does that make sense? So like if I had 64 sticks, I want it to show 64 sticks. Let's just clean this up. Alrighty. I've been Storm. This has been episode 5, I believe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Ooh.